Hello, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening from where you are. My name is Sue Ellis-Saller. I am a tarot reader and a life coach, so Lebens- and Sozialberater in training under supervision. Oh, there went my light. Yay! Wasn't working for a second there. So after a string of technical difficulties, here I am with you today. Let's see. Ooh, that's a little better. So it has been a while, too long, I would say. Hello, welcome. Not sure who's here. I'll have to keep my Facebook up as well. So if you want to leave me a comment in the post, that would be great. I am just shifting my iPad over here over to my Facebook page so I can take a look and see what's going on over there. Yay, that would be great. I am just shifting my iPad over here over to my Facebook page so I can take a look and see what's going on over there. Yay, that would be great. I am just shifting my... Okay, that is better because, sorry about the getting reacquainted with the stuff here. It's been a while. So I hope you all have been doing good in the meantime. And let's see, I would like to start doing these once a month again, and I am going to start bringing back the intuitive advice and guidance, and also the intuitive connect class that I was running a couple of years back. It's been so just getting people reacquainted with their intuition, because I feel like it's always a good idea for us to be able to not only get a reading when we have somebody in front of us who can read for us, but also to get... Oh, hi, Mom. Hi. Welcome. I see you there. Yay. So also, I think it's really important not only to be able to read intuitively when you have a deck in front of you, but also to kind of read on the fly. So that means when I'm walking in the forest, I'm available to get messages or downloads. When I'm driving in the car and I hear music playing and something really stands out to me as a message from the universe or intuitive guidance, then teaching people to kind of open up to different messages coming through different sensory, what's it called, senses, like, so sensory channels, and not only limiting yourself to one sensory channel, but being open to guidance from whatever sensory channel it comes through. I think it's really important to be able to do that, especially in this day and age where there's a lot of change in the world, and things are transforming in a way, and we're not really sure. I grew up in the Midwest in the 80s and 90s, and I can say that during those times, like witchcraft and spirituality and tarot, it was kind of, I don't want to say fully taboo, but there were some people who were just not really keen on it. And as you see some of the interesting political movements that are going on, I think it's important to learn to connect with intuition and with divination on a different level. And so I'll be teaching that as well. Today I am going to be doing Horoscopes. So I will pull a card, at least one card. If more than one card comes up for a specific sign, then I will go ahead and add that to the reading as well. And I will have this, of course, available as a replay on my YouTube channel, and also you can find it here on we're on Facebook right now, and we're on YouTube. Yeah, I think that's it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for the sign of Aries. And just to let you know, we'll just go through from Aries to Pisces in the general way that we normally do. And what was I going to say? I forget. So this reading will be for the entire sign for the month of July. So this would give you some advice and guidance that you can follow for the month of July. And we'll look at Aries to start. We have the Hierophant reversed. And what I think about with the Hierophant reversed is kind of uncommon ways of doing things, like going against the grain and going against tradition and doing things in your own way. So in the month of July, you may have a choice between taking a conservative route and following your own heart, or doing something that's kind of outside the norm. And what I would suggest in the month for Aries is to go ahead and do things in an unconventional way that's outside the box. And you might be surprised with the outcome that you get. So I'm going to put this do things outside of the box and be unconventional. My computer has to catch up with this. Bring a little bit of that Aries fire into the situation with you so that you can use that as fuel for whatever it is you do. Let's see. I'm going to do just something really quick. Okay, very good. These are just going to be short readings. I'm just going to get back into the swing of things with this. So I will try again to have this replay up on my YouTube page, and also I'll probably put it on my website as well, just so you know for next time. And now we're going to go with Taurus. I just wanted to let you know too, today I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. I've done a deck review on this deck. It is one of my absolute favorites. Super modern, but very still recognizably based on the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And so, but with a modern edge, very colorful, very nice and easy to work with. So we're going to go along with the reading for the Taurus right now. So Taurus, we got the Ace of Cups reversed. So right now, it might not be the time for that new relationship to form. So, you know, if that's what you're looking for in terms of, you know, or even friendship, new romance potential might not be on the horizon for Taurus for the month of July. That doesn't mean it's not going to come. So it doesn't mean to not, you know, kind of work on things. But it's also just a sign that it might not turn out the way you wanted it to. You know, if you see the Ace of Cups upright, it is a good omen for a new relationship springing up. But when it's reversed, there might be a blockage there or something like that, or you might need to work on a different part of your life right now. Cups, incidentally, also have to do with intuition and psychic premonitions and psychic experiences. So if you are also working on learning new psychic ways of dealing with things in a psychic manner, or learning new psychic tools or gifts, they might feel blocked or closed right now. And, you know, so that just means to, you know, I don't say give up at all. I would say, like, kind of go back to the drawing board, learn to meditate just a little bit more, and see if you are actually using not only the tools that you're learning, but also what you're giving in a way that is going to, that feels right to you. That is, how do I say, really what you want, and is not, because sometimes we settle for less than we're worth, and sometimes we do things that in a way that isn't necessarily serving our purposes or that feels right in our soul. So take a look at that. If you are looking for a new relationship, a new partner, a new friendship as well, see what kind of blockages might be there and try and work through those, and see if what you have being served up to you is necessarily what you really want. And if it's not, feel free to say no, because if you release something that's not meant for you, you make space for something that is. So. And I should probably not be typing these up. I'll go back and do that later on. So we're going to have Gemini come up now, and Gemini is a nice chatty little air sign. And when I'm shuffling and everything, I see what comes up, and as I'm shuffling, because I always feel like that has a place in the reading as well. So for Gemini for this month, we got the King of Wands, and this is super motivational. This is like your Tony Robbins kind of card. So you may need to call up this energy and motivation in your life for your own self. So, just fiery, motivational, supporting everybody else, but also using that fire that you're feeling this month to support yourself and bring yourself forward in the pursuit of goals and passions that you have been really interested in. July is going to be a very good month for Gemini to really work towards things that they want to achieve in their life. This card can also indicate that a person who has these same characteristics is going to come into your life. So if you are looking for a mentor, an advisor, or somebody who's going to kind of kick your butt and get you moving towards what you want in your life, then July is definitely the month for that for Gemini. And now we are going to go on to Cancer for the month of July and see what comes up for Cancer. And just going to shuffle these. Some people are like, oh my God, don't riffle shuffle your tarot cards. And I'm just like, that's what works for me. So, and the card that we're pulling for this month for Cancer is the Two of Swords, but reversed. You might need to make a decision, but all of the facts are not there and available for you right now. So you might not be able to make this decision because you just simply don't have enough information to move forward. Look in the nooks and crannies, try and find out everything that you can before you make the decision. And you may even want to hold off on making this decision until July has passed, so until August if you can. And it may feel like it's going to be something important, but like I said, if you can hold off. If not, go on a fact-finding mission and try and find out everything that you can for this month before you make this decision. And there might also be options that are not actually on the table right now that you have to wait a little bit for. Like sometimes in terms of like a job, it might not even be posted yet, or, the next thing that you really want to do, if you should move or anything like that. So wait a little bit, like I said, and try and find out all that you can, and then move forward after you have more information. And if you can, just hold off on that decision. And sometimes not making a decision is a decision, if you know what I mean. So keep that in mind this month. And that was for Cancer. And we're going to move on to Leos right now. So fiery, feisty Leo. Again, we have decision paralysis, but reversed. So the Seven of Cups right side up is really trying to make a decision, but not being able to make a decision because you're just kind of too many options, too little, kind of not precise movement forward, but too little clarity on what you truly want in life. So when we see this reversed, it's like that one option is there and waiting for you. And I have to ask you, why are you not taking it? Is this something that, is throwing you back into that Six of Cups nostalgic area? I know a couple of people who might not move forward because they are stuck in a nostalgic place and they can't really let things go. So why are you holding yourself back from making this decision? The answer seems to be obvious. So are you avoiding it for a reason? This is Leo. And there is only one choice, and perhaps that's what the problem is that that choice doesn't seem like the one that you truly want. So, again, like I told Cancer, not making a decision is making a decision. And if you are not having decision paralysis, if you know exactly what you want, then go ahead and go for it. It's there, it's available for you, and it's going to lead you to a better state of mind once you truly make the decision. Okay. So now we have Virgo. And this is just a one card reading for the month. And for Virgo, we have that nostalgia card come up, which is kind of funny. So I was just talking about this. Sometimes you have to lean into the past and to really kind of get that energy. Things that are going on right now, things that are going to happen for you in July, you're going to feel like, I've already been here, I've already done this. And depending on the experience and your experience with that experience is how it's going to turn out for you. So really take a look at how things are going with this nostalgia. This is also a card about creating, it's really well done in a different tarot deck, but it's kind of like generational information. So you're passing on generational information, and you're learning how to preserve different things from your family, family. Oh, gosh, my English today is so horrible. So, the things you do, family traditions and values, that's what I'm thinking about. And with the 4th of July coming up and everybody getting together and having, kind of fun little get-togethers and things like that, a lot of times holidays do bring up, a lot of nostalgia and how things were done before. And you're the one who gets to decide if you want to bring those nostalgic things forward from your past, if you want to have the same parties and get-togethers and create kind of a similar experience for your children as you experienced in the past, or if you want to create new traditions and new experiences for your children so that they have something different and unique and something to pass on to their children. So the 6 of Cups is, kind of a generational, nostalgic, and also creating traditions card. So we are going to move on to Libra now. Like I said, I'm just pulling one card for each of the zodiac signs today. So feel free to say hi in the comments below and tell me if you like this deck. It's really one of my favorites. It is something that I work with a lot with clients because it's super popular with them. They love the images, they love the colors, and they feel like it's a really unique deck to work with. So we are going to go ahead and go with Libra today, or this next card will be for the Libras. The Chariot, but reversed. Interesting card for the summer months where everybody is like on holidays and everything like that. When the Chariot is upright, it denotes travel and moving and, like movement. So travel, airplanes, boats, chariots, and cars. When it's reversed, you might not want to go on that vacation, even though you have it planned. A monkey wrench might get thrown into your planning. You might have to go back to the drawing board, or something in your vacation that you have planned might need to be reevaluated. So you might have to move to a different hotel. You might have to think about going to a different place. I know there are some places right now, like around us, like Italy and different areas in Austria that are having some flooding right now. So that would be a situation where you would have to kind of revise your travel schedule. This is, interestingly enough, also a card about finding your own focus and moving your own life forward in the direction of your choosing. So when it is reversed like that, I would say to make sure that what you're doing is actually what you want. And that I hope like on my screen, it stopped. So I'm not sure if it stopped on your screen or not. Ah, okay, here we go. Going ahead here. So I was just talking about the chariot when it's upright being a card about, grabbing the reins of your own life and moving things forward for yourself. But Libra in the month of July might feel like they are a little bit blocked and unable to really focus on what it is that they truly want. And so, if that is the case, then they need to go back a step and figure out, number one, why can't I focus? Are there too many distractions going on? What can I take off my plate in order to find the peace and comfort in my own life to be able to make these decisions? And number two, am I giving too much power to other people and relying or leaning into what other people want and what their opinions are instead of using my own thoughts, desires, wishes, everything? Thanks, Mom. That's good to know. So I'll just keep talking even if the image freezes. So Libra, in the month of July, you might really have some just need to take downtime and really ask yourself if you have the reins of your life in your own hands, if you're the one in the driver's seat, or if you're letting the wishes and desires and what's that word? So pressure from other people or influence from other people take you to places where you're really not comfortable. You're not really sure if you want to go there or not. Okay. So next we're going to go to my star sign and Scorpio. And I'll have to ask my friend Alexandra if she'll come back on because we're always like, woo, we're both Scorpios. And in my household, my husband's a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio, one of my sons is a Scorpio. And then I also have a Capricorn and an Aries, which is a fun household of signs here. So for Scorpio for the month of July, like what's coming up? 10 of Swords. Now, this card is an interesting card because it does show the bad times being behind you, but unfortunately, it is a card that, you have to get through in order to get there. So in the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's the one with the black sky and the person with a whole bunch of swords in their back. So the bad times are ending, which is good. But unfortunately, they've left their mark on you, Scorpio. And so you have to decide, number one, to let the drama go, to leave it behind you, actually. And you might need to lay on the floor for a while and recover before you move forward. But luckily enough, it's ending, it's coming to an end, and there is something new, at least intellectually, mentally also, and with the way other people talk and the things that they're saying about you and what you're saying about yourself. So like I said, you might need to lay on the floor, recover, nurse your wounds, and then be able to pick yourself up and move forward after the hard times are over. It's ending. It's coming to an end, thankfully. Well, like, what's going to happen? So now we're going to go on to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, as you know, is the archer, little guy who dances to his own drummer, or girl, person who dances to their own drummer, actually. And so we are going to see what's going to happen for them. Two of Wands reversed. So Sagittarius might have a hard time this month putting, kind of getting a vision for what they want and catching the fire in order to move things forward. for themselves. Um, Relationships and deals, partnerships, contracts might not go in the way that Sagittarius is wanting them to go. So when this card comes up and when it comes up reversed, I would always say double check all um, any kind of contracts or partnerships that you're going to come into for the month. Make sure you run it past a lawyer if you need to. Also, take a step back and really, I think I said this for, was it Libra? Really make sure that, because it seems like you're having a hard time catching the fire of your vision or catching the motivation in order to move forward that you need. Sometimes we need to take a break and, kind of, I'm getting this energy of like, it's vacation time. Everybody needs to take a little break, but step back and really take an inventory of yourself and your dreams. And if what you're doing in your life is actually in alignment with what you want your life to become. Because a lot of times we are just chugging forward. We're, doing like everything that we can. And then all of a sudden our dreams or our goals or our vision has changed. But since we're in such a do mentality, we're not actually in alignment with those changes that have happened internally. And so then we get kind of this, rock in the cogs of our machine that's moving forward, because we're not necessarily moving towards what we truly want anymore. So Sagittarius, I want you to take an inventory and take a step back and take a look at any contracts or partnerships that you come into in the month of July, but also make sure that the train is headed where you want it to be. And if these blocks, setbacks, and I don't want to say disappointment, but, kind of inability to capture the vision is because the vision has changed and you haven't fully allowed yourself to explore the new vision or to even accept, acknowledge, and, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Accept, acknowledge, and work towards a new goal, letting an old goal go so that you can make space and energy for this new goal. So I hope that helps you out, Sagittarius. Like I said, if anybody misses your sign, there will be the replay on my YouTube page, which I hope this is actually connected because I changed the name of my YouTube page a couple of months ago. Now we're going to go on to Capricorn. I have a couple of people who are close to me who are Capricorns, and so we'll see what's coming up for them in the month of July. Lots of reversals this month, lots of black energy. So the dog, don't know what he's doing in there. So the wheel reversed. The wheel, when it's upright, is, that fate is bringing you what you want. And so it's, just kind of letting yourself be led or guided into the next phase of your life. The wheel is also about making a sacrifice in order to move forward. Seeing a theme here too as well. So when it's reversed, it doesn't necessarily seem like things are playing out or fate is bringing you what you want. And this is going to be what it feels like for Capricorn for the month of July. So you are going to have to use your own energy and your own stamina and your own, Capricorns are notorious for their perseverance and their determination and their being able to hold on to a tiny little nook in a wall in order to crawl their way forward. And I think that's going to be what the energy is like for Capricorn this month. They're not going to have things handed to them on a plate by fate. They're going to have to really work for it. And so, Capricorn, if there is something you want in life, you know how to do it. You know how to put that energy and effort forward, and you know how to hang on stubbornly so that you can, kind of go up the wall and get to where you want to go. Um, it's interesting because sometimes you see little details in a card that kind of stand out to you. But, the black clouds in this card stood out to me today, and I've kind of never seen them before. So, stormy weather might be, yeah, I live in Europe right now. We're just having a lot of storms this year. But, this stormy weather, this, kind of explosive energy in the environment that has nothing to do with you, Capricorn, internally, but has something to do with situations that are outside of your control, are going to play an influencing factor in this month. So buckle down, keep your shit together, Capricorn, and, do what you do. Capricorns are known for this stuff. So if it's what you want, double down on that determination so that you can get to where you want to go. And, you might have to shelter to avoid the worst elements of the storm, but it will get better eventually. So, and like I said, Capricorns are known for their determination and their ability to kind of hang on and move things forward, even if it's just inch by inch and centimeter by centimeter. They're going to do it, and that's going to be what this month is going to feel like for Capricorns. And now we have Aquarius. We're almost to the end, so I just want to make sure I don't miss any signs. That's why I keep looking over there, because sometimes, you just get into the flow of things and you're like, wait, did I talk about Taurus? So, yeah, I'm all like, did I talk about Gemini? Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to look back over that. I think I did. Anyhow, Aquarius. 8 of Wands, but reversed. Here comes another reversal. So the thing you wanted to move quickly is not going to move quickly this month. And I'm really sorry about that, Aquarius, because, 8 of Wands, when it's upright, it's about speed. Everything is going smoothly, fast, fluid. When it's reversed, stick in the mud. So get prepared to be patient this month. And it might be something that requires patience. Everything does not unfold in like a millisecond. Even though our society is so fast paced anymore, we can't even wait for, anything really. So the Amazon thing has to come tomorrow. You have to, have live streaming and this and that and the other thing. So Aquarius, patience is going to be a virtue for you in July. And the things that you were hoping were going to move quickly are going to take a little bit of time. And it's up to you to decide, how do you want to wait for things to go? Are you going to have a good attitude or a bad attitude? Are you going to be patient or impatient? Can you use this time to make necessary preparations and changes that will end up bettering the outcome when things do start moving ahead? Are there details that you haven't thought about that have been, kind of lacking or insufficient that need to be reviewed while you have the time right now, so that, like I said before, everything will start flowing more smoothly and move forward a little bit more quickly? Sometimes you just need to wait. My aunt was a school teacher, and she told me, like, she had a kindergarten class one time, and they planted seeds and they watered the seeds, and then the kids all stood around the little cups with the seeds, and they were like, and my aunt was like, they're like, why aren't they growing? And my aunt was like, it takes a little bit of time. So I feel like that's what Aquarius is going to feel like this month, that things are just taking forever. That's okay for time to pass, because enjoy the moments in between now. now and then, now and the outcome that you want. Whee! So yeah, try not to let it throw you off. Make sure you maintain balance. Don't overspend in this time that you're waiting. Because once things do start moving ahead, then they might really start moving quickly. And so it is a good idea for you to prepare and settle and optimize while you're waiting. Be patient. And now we're coming to the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces. So people I know very well are Pisces, and I'm all like, do it with that. Oh, well. Love, happiness, friendship coming up for Pisces this month, which is really nice. Your intuitive gifts and skills might be heightened this month. You might have much more of a sense of ESP. You might make new friends and start a new affair, or a love life or a person coming into your life who's very attractive and appealing. So this is a card for new love, for new wisdom, like a psychic wisdom, things like that. And so it looks like it's going to be a nice month for Pisces this month, when you're enjoying all of that love and relationships and blossoming, renewals. That's all part of the Ace of Cups. So that is it for our Horoscopes for the month of July. Like I said, if you missed yours and you want to review the video, I will have it up on my YouTube page, and I'm going to try and start doing lives more often. In other news, I'm back on Psychic World. So I put a link in my bio on Instagram. So if you wanted to get a one-to-one reading where I'm doing a reading just for you, that would be great. You can reach me there. I'm available most evenings Central European time. So from like 5 to 9 Central European time, around then. If you message me and let me know that you're waiting for a reading, I'll try and make it on there. And also, if you wanted to let me know that you watched my Horoscopes, I'll give you 3 free minutes to add to your reading. So I hope you all have a wonderful July, and we will talk soon. I will let you know when we're going to be talking about tapping into your intuition and, using it, no matter if it is clairvoyance or claircognizance, or however it comes through to you. A lot of times I feel like mine are coming through to me through multiple channels at one time. So it's really learning how to capture the messages as they're coming through, whether or not you have a deck in front of you, if you're walking around, if you're driving in your car, just from a variety of different places. So with that, I wish you all a fabulous and wonderful July, and we will talk soon. Take care. Bye. And here's me doing my find the button to end the stream. Bye.